Hello dear all beautiful students, welcome all to our today's session. Once again we completed the many of the SQ session from chapter wise, and very last time we have completed a chapter 7 with many of the SQ. So you are connecting and you collect my notes of SQ and having for a good preparation and take a study also at home. So today we will go through another new chapter, that is on chapter 6. So let's go. First question: why protoplasm is known as physical basis of life? Physical basis of life. This one is the first question. Then we'll go through understanding another one. Dry or half dry colloidal substance absorb liquid. Dry and half dry colloidal substance absorb liquids. In which way? Number 3, we will try to understand. What is diffusion? Common, short but important. Number 4, okay, you can write. I will make you understand diffusion, then diffusion pressure. This one is important than the diffusion. So next one we will try to understand. Water passing through which part? Water passing through which part of plants? Is absorption process done by roots? Number 6, what is translocation? What is translocation? And number 7, that was selectively permeable membrane. What is selectively permeable membrane? So this is the these all are the we will try to understand. Many of you joining. I have seen someone also left. Okay, Arnob, of course, Farhan, Saraf, Rapsan, Suborno, Jawad Karim, then Aryan, Najma Akhtar Chaudhary, Yasmin Akhtar, that means Ishfaqul. All of you, very good morning and walaikum assalam. So hope so we will learn also some important SQ types of question from the chapter 6 and try to understand this one and try to glimpse in our proper sense on getting understanding of specific points of view. Why protoplasm is known as the physical basis of life? We know that anything I told you, and I make you understand here. Actually, protoplasm inside the cell, cellular part, nucleus. Suppose nucleus, mitochondria, chloroplast, nucleus, mitochondria, like that. I just draw normal sense. All the cellular organelle, we know, if we think, this can maintain the survival of the plants. If it is the plant with having the cell wall, of course, I just make you short form for making the mind that with all the cellular organelles, the liquid and jelly-like substance is inside the cell wall, cell membrane. We have seen that times it is the protoplasm. Without cellular organelles, we cannot say it is the protoplasm. It is termed as the cytoplasm, though it has some biological views also have. So protoplasm actually containing, if any of the cellular organ is not present there, so how the lives will be there. Nucleus is called the heart of the cell. Mitochondria is called the powerhouse of the cell. Chloroplast is called the cooking house of the cell. If anything is not there, so how can a cell can be survive? So with all the cellular organelles, the liquids are called protoplasm normally, but why it is called physical basis of life? Protoplasm contain around 90% water, and we know that water is called life. 90% water they can contain, and all cellular organelles they can contain. So they are generally, there are lots of view also, but generally on the basis of this case we can say protoplasm is known as the physical basis of life. Okay, so you can write, it can asking for 2 marks also for comprehensive types of question. Dry and half colloidal substance absorb liquids in which way? Dry and half colloidal substance absorb liquids in which way? Of course, there is some lots of process for absorption, you know. So this process is actually going on through imbibition. So imbibition is the process, or imbibition, we can see process where the colloidal substance absorbed. So in case of the plant, if there is no practically use, and I cannot see any thing for getting, but simple general example we can give you. Suppose a newsprint paper, if we use their newsprint paper and just one end of the paper just touch on the any part, soak any part of the water in a glass of water and newsprint paper, touch this one, not full filled and poured inside it, just touch one end, and you will see the water automatically move at the top through the newspaper. Why it is going on there, you know? Because of, very interestingly, because of colloidal substance have the lots of space in between them, and molecular, all the molecules have that space, and intermolecular attraction is not much there, so the water is falling, touching that end and go upright. In this way, why we say that the imbibition process, the colloidal substance automatically absorb, dry and half dry colloidal substance absorb liquids. So which process? Imbibition. I gave you the newsprint paper, but plant have also doing this one through the imbibition process. Okay, what is diffusion pressure? We know that the diffusion is a high concentration area to low concentration area. Perfume, all the perfume concentrated in a small box, high concentrated area, press up, lots of space. Concentration is very less of the molecules, so high concentration area to low concentration area of when the molecules is passing on, there is having some pressure in between them. Okay, that means there is two medium, high concentrated area, low concentrated area, in between them the pressure, there is some pressure for balancing this one, for coming out the liquids from the bottle and spreading in the open space, open places. So this pressure is normally, general sense we can say, the diffusion pressure. Water passing through which part of the plant? Many of you will write the roots. Of course, roots is also the answer here. Roots also be answer here. Okay. So if you write the roots only, no, every parts, you will write every parts. Every parts can absorb. Though roots is the prominent part, roots is the prominent figure, also have then this one. So I have seen the Sadman also joining. I want to talk with the Sadman today. So hope so you will getting understand about what we are discussing here very importantly. So water passing through which part, you will write the every parts. Many of the students, just for tricky, simple but tricky question, because when they in need the water, any parts can be responsible for absorbing water or liquids, not roots, though we know generally the maximum amount are passing through the roots. Is absorption process done by root? Of course, absorption process done by root. And there is which way? Osmosis and diffusion. Osmosis and diffusion. Understand about. In case of the lower plant, we understand, or in case of lower class, we understand the osmosis and diffusion for absorption of liquids through roots, and then conducting tissue like xylem phloem can carry out at the top. What is translocation? Yes, translocation. Translocation, have any idea? Anyone have any idea about the translocation? What we actually want to asking here? What is translocation? If it is asking for, then what will be your answer? What is translocation? If it is asking for, so what will be the answer? Translocation. Can you write anyone from there, my dear student who are joining there? Anyone can have responsible for getting that one. What is translocation? Have you any idea about the translocation? Anyone have any idea? Translocation, I want to get back from your side. What is translocation? Can anyone? This is I already taught you these topics. What is translocation? Have you any idea? About that one? Normally, what we say, what we want to say, normally we can say that translocation is that process of passing of liquid from one place to another place. That means liquids or anything passing, any liquid substance actually inside the body of the plant body, liquid substances, any liquid substances passing from one place to another place normally. So why we say about the translocation in this way? So absorption of liquid done by the roots, then it is needed to carry out at the top or any parts in the leaves. So xylem, the conducting tissue, vascular bundle, carry out this one to the leaves, and then after what we see from there we learn and we see there in the leaves can capture that one and ensuring with the phloem, ensuring what in need in any parts of the plants for getting passing of the liquids, what or minerals or waters, what they need of any parts of the plants. And the cooking house also, the chloroplast in the leaves also using that water for producing the food by photosynthesis process, and then carry out this one. Translocation, anything can passing from any parts of the plant to another parts. So this one is the answer of understanding selectively permeable membrane. We know this one also during the osmosis process. During the osmosis process, okay, so this is very important, because selectively permeable membrane only allow the water, that means solvent, can passing through that membrane, not others, not solute, not any other parts, like net. When you put fish, the net inside the water, carry out only if the fish there, they can caught by the net and water fall down. That means something like plate, something like membrane, like selectively membrane, they can enter only the solvent like water, not other thing to passing there. And it is actually the one of the very important condition for osmosis process. I hope so you got that point very importantly and understand. So hope so the translocation is any liquid substance passing from one place to another place, and water is the solvent. Water and solvent can passing through the selectively permeable membrane. So review why protoplasm physical basis with all cellular organisms 90% water, with 90% water is so that they are called, protoplasm is known as the physical basis, since the water is called life. So dry and half colloidal substance absorb liquid, in which way? Imbibition process. What is diffusion process? Pressure. We know that when two medium can uses for getting connection with them. So high concentration area to low concentration area, and in the pressure I gave you the example. So the diffusion pressure will be there. Water passing through which part of the plant? Roots, and not only roots, especially every parts. In absorption process done by roots, of course absorption process done by roots, but through two-way osmosis and diffusion process. What is the translocation? I write there, any liquid substance passing from one place to another place is a translocation, and selectively permeable membrane is actually water or solvent. So in this way we learn many of the things: protoplasm, colloidal substance imbibition, diffusion pressure to concentrated area, roots, not only roots, every parts, absorption process done by osmosis and diffusion process, translocation, any liquids from one place to another place, selectively permeable membrane only allowing the water and solvent. So that's all about today, my dear student. Stay safe, stay sound, take care everyone.